Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to Business Connect, brought to you by 100 Talk for your business success. So if you're thinking of starting a business or you're trying to start up a business or you're already an existing business owner, head over to 100 Talks website, and the website again is www.100talks.ng. All right. So let's just head over straight to our guest. Hello, welcome Joshua.
Hi.
All right. How are you doing this morning?
Very well.
All right, thank you very much. I've said a bit about you, but I just want you to just introduce yourself to people that don't really know you. Introduce yourself to us and your company.
Okay. My name is Joshua Chibueze. I'm one of the co-founders of PiggyVest. I also handle growth and marketing for the company.
Okay.
I've been doing this for over 5 years now. As you all know, PiggyVest is a savings and investment platform built to basically give people the opportunity to be able to save as they can and invest for their future. Started this in 2016 with
Okay.
a couple of my friends.
All right.
But before then, we had been doing a couple of other startups, and then a lot of which failed. I like to talk about that a lot, but let's just say it's been good so far.
All right. I'm just gonna punch on what you just said there. You said you had a couple of other startups that actually failed. So can you tell us more about that? Because I know people would definitely want to know that.
Interesting. So we left school in 2012. We all of us went to Covenant University. We tried our hands on a couple of consumer related startups. So from the food sector to the hospitality sector, we did quite a bit of business to customer services. So talk about how we did something called 500 dishes, where we're connecting people who are chefs to people who wanted homemade meals.
Okay.
We had something called Household. Household was a cleaning service.
Mm-hmm.
We had something called 99 Staff, where we were connecting freelancers to people who wanted their services. A couple of other things. There were about 6-7 of them that didn't quite pan out. But when PiggyVest came, in fact, we didn't even think it was going to get this interesting for us. In the first year, we didn't even understand what we're building, so we didn't make any revenues. We're just trying to understand what we're doing. Because it was first of its kind in Nigeria. I think we made it possible for people to think that these things are possible. I like the fact that everyone is now thinking digital. If you look at what's happening with COVID, we realize that every business has to have some form of digital angle.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
If your business is COVID proof, then I think you're well on your way to interesting stuff. So I would say it was just basically us trying to digitize the actual simple idea of putting money in the box every day.
All right, that's amazing. Let's just go a bit into what you said. I want to know what really inspired, because you said you had tried so many other things, right? So what made PiggyVest stick? Kind of, if you tried food, you tried medical, you tried so many other things. So what was it that made it PiggyVest is really what, was it just another trial that became a success?
Well, it was another trial.
Okay.
But at the same time, the business model worked with what the economy was saying at the time, right? So it was, we knew we wanted to automate the process of having to put money in the box. So people had, also it was a personal problem that we had as individuals, right? Saving was hard. Your bank would typically give you an ATM card for a savings account, and that's pretty wrong, right? So your savings account is supposed to be a savings account, but they encourage you to spend a lot of money, because
that's actually true.
They make money off the fees. But we are saying you don't have to, when you receive your salary every month, you don't have to spend it all. Just keep a little, 10%, 20%. It's okay for the rainy day. And indeed, the rainy day came, because last year a lot of our customers had some cushion because they had saved up money and they were able to spend those when there was no work to do and everyone was on lockdown. So those times could potentially happen, and I'm glad that we're able to create something that actually works and actually helps people.
All right, all right. Thank you so much. All right, so we're just going to dig a bit deeper. You mentioned that you've been in operation for about 5 years.
Yeah.
So what has that journey been like with PiggyVest itself? I know that you had, it was PiggyVest.ng. I mean Piggy Bank. Sorry, PiggyBank.ng, and the transition to PiggyVest. What's the difference? What was that journey like?
So it's been extremely challenging. We started out as PiggyBank.ng.
Yeah.
And then we realized that we didn't want to be a bank.
Okay.
What we do is wealth management, right? We don't offer loans to people, like individually and all of that. So we realized very quickly that we wanted to do a lot more on the investment side of things. And that's basically informed the name change. So we moved from PiggyBank.ng to PiggyVest.com in I think it was 2018. That was when we even raised capital. So I think very early on we realized that what we're doing was more targeted at the SEC. So we are currently almost rounding up the process of getting our own SEC license. But at the moment, we work with partnerships. So we use partnerships with our partner, that's ICO Capital, where funds are warehoused and pretty much insured. So the difference between being a bank is you're not offering cards. We didn't want to offer cards to our customers. We just wanted them to have a platform where they just keep money that they don't want to use for now.
All right. Thank you. You said something about wealth management. So how do you think business owners can actually create wealth in this? That's the topic of discussion today. How can we create wealth?
So honestly, it is tough. There is no one rule for it. One thing I find a lot of business people in Nigeria do is they do not necessarily know how to separate their personal finance from their business finance.
Okay.
You find a lot of people, you have the same accounts, and
especially small businesses.
Because they're like, I haven't registered a company, I can't open a separate bank account. And that's where digital comes in. A lot of banks today are coming up with digital banks. A lot of people are coming up with alternatives. So today you could open an account just on your mobile phone, right? So I feel like a lot of business owners should watch that, because it's the number one killer, because you don't have any data. You're not seeing what your business is making as opposed to what you're spending. So everything is just modeled up, and you find out that 6 months, 1 month, 1 year down the line, you find small businesses closing. Those kind of things, because you cannot understand what you're doing. So I think the first step I would say is you have to find a way to be able to separate your personal finance from your business finance. It makes life a bit easier, and then you're able to understand the business you're in, and you're able to move on from there.
All right. We're going to take a short break now. If you would like to ask Joshua a question, please call on 081 060 81681 or 081 2025 8836. The number again is 081 060 81681 or 081 820 25883. And we'll be speaking more to Joshua. Please stay with us. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is the radio show Business Connect, brought to you by 100 Talks, the online platform of SME 100 Africa. Today, we have a special guest with us, and we're just speaking to Joshua Chibueze, the co-founder of PiggyVest, a financial technology company, award-winning financial technology company in Nigeria. So before we went on the break, Joshua was telling us about wealth creation for small business owners and how it's important for small business owners to really separate their personal wealth from their personal finances, rather, or personal accounts from their business accounts. So hello, Joshua. We're just going to go back right into what we were talking about. So now, we've heard a lot about PiggyVest and everything. I know a lot of people may actually have heard of PiggyVest, but don't really know, the actual services. They'll just have an idea, of the. So please, can you tell us more about PiggyVest and how, people can use that platform to create wealth and also store up value?
Okay. So at PiggyVest, we have 6 products. The first one is called Piggy Bank.
Okay.
So what we did was we converted the former name to an actual feature. So the feature basically helps you save automatically, and then withdraw once every quarter.
Okay.
So if you do not have a savings culture, you do not have any savings, and you're looking to build that culture, I would recommend that. So it allows you to save for 3 months and then withdraw after 3 months, right?
Right.
So that is one feature. The second feature I like to talk about is target savings. So target savings is pretty much like piggy bank, but it's more detailed. So you could basically set a couple of plans. So if you have specific things you want to save for, rent, your father's birthday, vacation, whatever it is, so you could name it and label it. It's very easy to do pretty much the same thing, but you just could have more. And another interesting thing about target savings is you could actually save as a group.
Okay.
So you could create a group on your own account, invite your friends and say, okay, guys, we're all saving 500k before the year is over. You save your own 500k, I save my own 500k, everyone saves their own. And it's not like the typical ajo where one person is collecting everyone's money in a month. No, it's just you're saving your own, I'm saving my own, but we're all on the same group. It's like a WhatsApp group, and then we're all just seeing the progress. So it's basically for accountability sake. That's what a lot of people use it for. Another feature, one of the most used features, is SafeLock.
Oh, okay.
And so SafeLock is the one that basically it's like your mother. Right? It's you give it money and then you can't take it out until a particular date. So it's very, very strict. It's the strictest product we have. So you have some money you don't want to absolutely touch for any reason for the next 10 days. So the minimum duration is 10 days. The maximum duration is 1,000 days. The benefit there is you get your interest upfront. So you don't have to wait. So you get interest upfront and you get the capital at the end of the tenor. So for instance, let's say you earn 200k every month, you don't want to touch 50k for the next 6 months. You could use that feature to lock it up, basically.
All right.
So it's a very, if you're very used to doing treasury bills or fixed deposits, that will be more interesting feature for you. Another one we have is the Flex Dollar feature.
All right.
So Flex Dollar is basically you just storing your money in dollars. Very easy to do. We accept Naira, you convert to dollars at black market rates, and then you basically put it there for a very long time. I wouldn't advise people to use that feature if you're going to have to keep changing it back to Naira because you want to spend. So sometimes a lot of people fall into the temptation of oversaving. Right? Oversaving is where you don't really understand your finances and you're saving a lot more than you should. What happens is you keep going back to touch those, and in some cases you are making losses. So it's a wealth creation is a long-term game. You have to think very, very far. Sometimes, yes, it feels like everyone is moving fast, everybody's making it and you're not, but you don't want to do things where you're depriving yourself of some certain key responsibilities. So I wouldn't advise people to do that. Then there's a Flex Naira feature. So Flex Naira is just an emergency wallet. You put money there, you take it out anytime. It works because there are a lot of people who just do not want any restrictions, and then they can also earn an interest every day. The last feature is Investify. So Investify is the one we launched when we changed our names from Piggy Bank to PiggyVest. It's basically the investment feature. The way that one works is we partner with some firms who are offering farms, very, very reputable ones. Our due diligence process is extremely, is very, very interesting. We make sure that we don't encounter any issues, insurance backed, whatever it is. So basically, we bring these services to you. If you go to these other platforms, a unit of a farm could cost, let's say, 100K. But what we do is we make it easier for someone who has just 5,000 naira to be able to invest. So we break down those things. If you come on our platform, you'll be able to buy units for 5,000, right? So you could buy as many units. So again, it's the inclusion bit. There are people there are people who cannot afford to just drop 100K because they want to invest in a farm, but they have 5,000, and they can also benefit from the returns. So that's the way that feature works. So there is different sectors that we're going to play in. Culture, there's transportation, there's real estate, there's stocks, there's a couple of things. But for now, we're just doing it gradually and making sure that we're maintaining, the brand equity we've had over the past 5 years. Yeah. So one of the problems a lot of people have on PiggyVest today is they're like, every time we come on the app, there's no new investment, you guys. But, for us, we're like, we're just making sure. We wouldn't want to put out anything that is, fake, because there's quite a number of them out there. And because we have a very good brand reputation, that's been speaking well for us, because we haven't done any marketing at all for the past 5 years. It's just been strictly word of mouth. And
that's amazing. That's something to really take away.
Yeah. So I mean, at 2.4 million, over 2.4 million customers today, and we haven't really done a lot in marketing. I mean, it's just this year that we'll start. But again, what has really helped us over the years is when someone uses PiggyVest, they have an experience, and then they're able to tell the next person about how they felt after using the product. And then when the next person comes on board, they're able to experience the same thing. So it gets easier when your product works. It just gets easier, and that's another thing small business owners should understand. A lot of people spend too much time focusing on marketing very early on, as opposed to focusing on their product and making sure that your product actually works. It does the thing and it's valuable. So a lot of people just you want to quickly do an Instagram promotion and take some time out, understand your customers, understand their needs, understand if you're meeting their needs, and build a product to a point where when you're marketing, you're getting returns on that investment easily, and you're not having to spend a lot of more money advertising. So that's that.
Oh wow, that was. I hope you got something from that. That was so much for us to really take in. But we know that he has told us so much about wealth creation using the PiggyVest platform, and also how most business owners, the mistakes you make sometimes is starting off with marketing and not really focusing on the product itself, the quality, what people are really stand to gain. He said that they have over 2.4 million customers already without even proper marketing. It's just word of mouth and quality. But that was really amazing. If you have any questions for Joshua, please call on 081 060 8168 or call 081 8202 5883. The number again is 081 060 81681 or 081 2025 883 to really ask questions for Joshua. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. There's so much but I just want to ask one question again. So do you think it's really important to have that entrepreneurship mindset? Do you think it's almost as important as having the air to breathe? Do you think that everyone should be an entrepreneur?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not everyone should be an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur is very hard, especially in this country. Extremely, extremely hard. There are people who would make it by being employees. You can literally build wealth by working for someone. There are people who are starters. There are people who are finishers. There are people who would work better working for people than creating their own stuff. So I would say understand your strengths as a person. You would know if this is your thing. Even for some people, they have brilliant ideas, but they might not necessarily be the best people to run the business. So the fact that you have an idea does not mean you can be CEO of your company, right? So there are people who can do the CEO job properly. So there's a lot of skill set required to be an entrepreneur, but it's very okay to work for someone.
All right.
And very, very okay. Not everyone doesn't need to do that.
All right, we have a caller with us today. Let's just hear the caller. Hello, good morning. Who are you calling from? Where's your name and where are you coming from, please?
Okay, my name is Tiwa.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you. I can hear you, Tiwa.
My name is Tiwa. I'm calling from Lekki.
All right.
Okay, please, before I ask my question, I just want to say, Joshua, you're very handsome.
What?
Oh, wow.
I like your voice. Okay, I need to know, with the way the country is now and the economy, it's really hard to even have enough money to eat. How much more save? So I just want to know, how can we separate our expenses from our savings? Because Nigeria is red, the country is red, and I don't know. Please, can you just throw more light on that?
Okay.
Thank you for that question.
So yes, that is true. The entire country is in a state where the things you normally buy for 100 naira is probably going for 2 times the price right now, and this is the time where I would say it's time to look at the global economy to say, what skills can I possess that can make me some extra income? Right now, I'm not interested in telling people to save.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in telling people to figure out ways in which you could make extra income, because that's the best thing to do right now. Because if you're not increasing your income, then you're practically losing money. And then so this is what happens: you're earning 200k every month, but right now you can see that the things if you normally spend 30,000 naira on grocery shopping, now you have to spend 40,000 naira. But if you keep earning the same 200k, it means you're easing into other responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
So you absolutely need to be able to make more money somehow. So what are the skills that are in demand at the moment? What can you add to the global economy? There are a lot of companies who are recruiting from Nigeria. You can literally work from home and work for multiple companies all around the world today. So it is, what are the things? What kind of skills? What can you sell within your immediate environment? I saw a business recently online, and then they started during the COVID era. So the business is just basically they help you come and set up your kitchen.
Okay.
Very, very interesting stuff. Because I didn't know it was something I needed, because I'm a single guy and I don't have time for kitchen stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So, and I know that I don't want to be going to the market every time. So they buy things in bulk for you, which is basically helping you save. They come, they arrange your kitchen for you. So again, there are things you can do, and they started doing this during the lockdown season, in their own estate. So I'll say there are things you can sell within your community, within your social media, and it's important for people to identify those things.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll have to end there today. Thank you for joining us, Joshua. We really learned so much from you. And please be reminded, we're here every Wednesday by 9 a.m. Metro FM 97.7. Please join us every week and let's talk business.